C2 integration example 1. So here we're asked to evaluate three different integrals which are bounded. So for I, we are integrating between 1 and 2 x squared minus 2x with respect to x. That's what this dx on the end means. So we just need to integrate what's in the brackets. So add 1 to the power and divide by the new power. So that'll be x cubed over 3 minus x squared. And we need to evaluate that between 2 and 1. So first off, we substitute 2 for x. So 2 cubed would give us 8 over 3 minus 4 for x squared. And then we subtract our value for when we substitute 1 in. So that'd be a third minus 1. So when we put them together, we end up with minus 2 over 3. So that tells us that the area under the curve x squared minus 2x between 1 and 2 is minus 2 over 3. Of course, we can't have the negative area, so the actual area would be 2 over 3. But we're just asked to evaluate this. Now for part 2, we're asked to integrate between 1 and 2, this time 4x minus 1 over x to the power of 4 with respect to x. So that's the same as integrating between 1 and 2, 4x minus 1 times x to the power of minus 4 dx. And putting that into the bracket gives me integrate between 1 and 2 of 4x to the minus 3 minus x to the minus 4. Still evaluating with respect to x. So I need to integrate this. So that'd give me, add 1 to the power, that'd give me minus 2, and divide by the new power. So that'll give me x to the minus 2. And so that'd give me 4 over minus 2, which is the same as minus 2. And add 1 to the power here, gives me x to the power of minus 3. And divide by the new power gives me plus x minus 3 over 3. And we're still evaluating this between 2 and 1. So first off, I need to substitute 2 in. So 2 to the power of minus 2 gives me a quarter. So that'll give me minus 2 over 4, which is the same as minus a half. And then I'll have plus 2 to the power of minus 3 gives me 1 over 8. 1 over 8 times 1 over 3 gives me plus 1 over 24. And then I subtract the evaluation with 1. So minus 2 times 1 to the minus 2 just gives me minus 2. And then I have plus 1 to the power of minus 3 just gives me 1. So that's plus a third. So when we put all this together, we end up with an evaluation of 29 over 24. Now for part 3, we're asked to integrate between 1 and 4 this time. 3 minus x all multiplied by root x dx. That's with respect to x. So we're going to be integrating between 1 and 4 of 3x to the power of a half. And then when we multiply, we subtract the powers. well, we add the powers, sorry. So that's x to the power of 1 plus x to the power of half. So that gives me x to the power of 3 over 2 dx, integrating with respect to x. So now I want to integrate this. So if I add 1 to the power, that'd give me x to the power of 3 over 2. And divide by the new power, that'd give me 2x to the power of 3 over 2. And then if I add 1 to this power, I get 5 over 2. And dividing by that power gives me minus 2/5 x to the power of 5 over 2. And I'm evaluating that between 4 and 1. So I'm going to substitute 4 in. So the square root of 4 is 2. 2 cubed is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. And then I'm going to have minus 2/5. And then square root of 4 is 2. 2 to the power of 5 is 32. And then I need to subtract the evaluation at 1. So that's 2 lots of 1 minus 2/5 lots of 1. Because 1 to the power of anything gives us 1. So when I put them together, I end up with an evaluation of 8 over 5.